You're watching Home and Travel on Sky 679. This little fishing village of just 20 years ago is today part of a highly successful tourist boom area. To British travellers, its name is synonymous with holiday fun as the best-known tourist destination in Cyprus and among the top choices around the Mediterranean.
For those of you who have experienced the 24-hour beach party life of AYIA NAPA, chances are the name Nissi Beach will immediately spring to mind. It's one of the best loved along the coastline and is well equipped to deal with all desires of the visitor, whatever their tastes may be.
While dotted around this small isthmus, there are many other options. Neighbouring Proteus is also enjoying a boom in popularity.
Fig Tree Bay is the best-known beach name here. For many, it's synonymous with the small village of Proteus itself. It's carpeted with green lawn along its seafront, adding a burst of colour. And close at hand, there's lots and lots of hotel options and self-catering.
Equidistant from AYIA NAPA and Proteus, but a little to the south, is picturesque Cap Greco.
As you can see for yourselves, this place is absolutely stunning. And if you've a love for rocky coastlines, caves and coves, then this is the place for you.
Something to build up an appetite in those popular eating night spots.
When the sun goes down and the appetite grows, so does the flow of customers going into all of the many restaurants around us. Proteus's main strip is tidily condensed all into one, full of bars, restaurants and clubs.
The same goes for its more famous neighbour, AYIA NAPA, which is increasingly identified with foods of the world, as, like the resort itself, it's seeing a corresponding growth in the number and variety of restaurants on offer, not to mention entertainment and spectacles of all shapes and sizes.
New York, New York. And the party's jumping, yeah. Right now we're still gonna party, so strong. We're not gonna worry about the time, we're still going. Throw your hands.
Welcome to my hometown of LIMASSOL, the island's capital of wine, commerce and tourism, peppered with attractions both modern and historical.
Limassol is also a significant port for both commercial use and regional cruises. At the end of this particular stretch of seafront, the fabulous and opulent marina of San Rafael. Go the other way and you'll end up at Limassol Castle. It was here that Richard I, the Lionheart, married his queen, Berengaria of Navarre, before going on to claim the island in 1191. Colossi Castle is one of the most important forts of medieval Cyprus, and was the headquarters or commandery for the Crusader Knights of St. John. They even gave that name to the rich dessert wine still produced to this day, Commandaria, the oldest continuously produced wine in the world.
Pretty palm trees all in a row. This is the first thing that will strike you on arrival in LARNACA, the long-established tourist pull of Finicoudes.
The palms are also a reminder of the island's subtropical climate and geographical location, directly facing the Holy Land. which has a particular relevance here still today.
The Church of St. Lazarus, for example. Here he spent 30 years of his life after being raised from the dead by Jesus Christ. He then continued on to become the Bishop of Larnaca.
For Muslims, the Mosque of Hala Sultan Tekesi is one of the most important sites for pilgrimage. Quality hotels are dotted along this stretch of beach further around the coast. The hotels are backed up by a huge array of international restaurants up and down the seafront. As well as the range of international food preparations, there's ample opportunity to enjoy the famed traditional Cypriot dishes. Wherever you're staying, you're never far from one of the many friendly and welcoming tavernas, which, along with the high concentration of bistros and bars, form a big part of the character of Larnaca.
You could say this is where it all started, but then you'd be talking that magical language called Greek mythology. Now this is Aphrodite's Rock, the spot where legend would have us believe that the Greek goddess of love rose from the foam of the Mediterranean to make this her island home. Yet dotted around this paradise island are vestiges from all periods of history dating right back to the Neolithic age. Let's see what Paphos, one-time capital of Cyprus, has to offer.
For a start, it's blessed with a fabulous coastline, peppered with attractions both natural and man-made. Carved out of the foothills of the Troodos Mountains, one of 3 golf courses in close proximity to the sea, with more planned soon.
Back to history now, and here we are at the Tombs of the Kings. They're carved from solid rock on the route between the ancient city kingdom of Paphos and the modern-day luxurious surround of Coral Bay. And they date back to the 4th century before Christ, but ironically, they're actually not tombs to kings, but mere senior dignitaries, civil servants of times gone by. They call this Little England. Now I wonder how that came about. Actually, more and more people from the UK are not only visiting on holiday now, but actually choosing to relocate here and live among friends, British, Cypriot and others besides. Whether or not they know about all the battles and invasions that attracted in more troubled times, the medieval fort of Paphos is still a natural gathering point for visitors and residents alike today. It's still an active harbour in and around the water, with loads of restaurants and boutiques, contributing to the relaxed atmosphere that makes this part of Cyprus comfortable with the sobriquet Little England.
The area is blessed by nature, sitting on a stretch of coastline soothed by cooling sea breezes, with an unspoilt and protected nature reserve to the north on the Akamas Peninsula. The area is also spoilt for choice in terms of beaches and beauty spots. It has all the amenities you could possibly wish for, very much home from home, just with something extra. Something spreading over seamlessly from the activities of the day to the entertainment of the twilight and the hours beyond.
At the end of the day, the lifestyle and entertainment choices will feel as if they're blending into one, ready to be experienced all over again the next day, and the next, and the next, and so on. That's life in Paphos.